Fire Force fucking sucks. It just sucks. And it's really disappointing to have Atsushi Okubo make something that is so fucking bad. So, here's the thing, right? Atsushi Okubo has a couple things that he does in general when he writes, but they're usually things that are scaffolding that go away after a little while. So in Soul Eater, right, and Biichi, you can see that like characters start as quirks. He has ideas about what the character can do, what the character can be, and then he builds off of that and makes a more complex character. Here's the problem with Fire Force. None of them go further than their quirk. Like, there's a girl in this fucking manga series who has, at least as it's translated, what is called a lucky lecher lure. And that means that she ends up in perverted situations. There's a scene where the main character is literally going to open a door, and somehow, without him being able to react, even though he is a firefighter that fights demons who are fire. That's the concept of this damn manga, is that humanity has a spontaneous human combustion problem, and when we fucking combust, we turn into demons. It's sick. It's super cool. That's why I got it. I was like, oh, the Soul Eater guy is making something isn't Soul Eater not, and has a cool concept. I was in. I was ready. And I bought 5 volumes to start out because I was like, he takes a little while to get going. I want to see where this is going, what's happening. But the more I sat with it, the more I realized that the concept, the decent to really good mystery writing that was going on, and the backstory of the main character were not enough to keep me around when he was doing this fucking bullshit. Here's this character that I was talking about. She has, the way her fire powers manifest is that she becomes a Nekomata, a cat with 2 tails. Like, she has little cat ears and 2 tails, and you'll see. This happens during a fight. Take a look. I can only get it so far over there, but I'm pretty sure, even from your perspective, you can see what's going on there. And here's the thing. I'm not opposed to fan service because it's basically sexy things happen in life. Sexy things happen in life. Sexy characters are cool. It's all fine. Like, I'm not sex negative. I think that you can have fan service without being exploitive, but I also think you shouldn't be exploiting someone. And I think that taking a character that could be a good character in your story and just deciding that it's a character you're going to throw all of the fan service on and just have it be that she has fucking male gaze disease, basically. Like, shout out to co-pilot Coco. He's the one who coined that term, and it's fucking the best way that I have to explain it. Like, she is just constantly in her own real life affected by the most perverted version of the male gaze. And it's just annoying, and it takes me out of the story. Like, it's something that I just wish wasn't there because it takes up pages that otherwise could be devoted to fleshing out some characters better, expanding them beyond their quirks, and a little bit of that is going on by this point, like the tiniest bit, but the other stuff doesn't go away. In Soul Eater, a lot of that stuff goes away or gets recontextualized as things go along, and that's just not happening here already. Here's another thing, another reason Fire Force fucking sucks. So, this goddamn thing, part of it is that there's corruption within the Fire Force, and someone in it probably knows about human combustion. Cool. So their little, like, defuncto underdog Fire Force thing, Station 8, is trying to root out corruption within the rest of it. That's cool. That's like political drama within this thing that's made out of, like, the church, the special forces, and the firefighters combining together to create the Fire Force. All of that is cool conceptually and is handled well in certain ways. However, for no reason at all, there's another character who has a tragic backstory of once being a nun in the church devoted to the sun god that everyone's devoted to. She has a cool backstory where she knows the nun that's working at Station 8. And she's decided that she would rather rise to the top instead of, like, serving the people the way that she was told to. But here's the problem. This character is someone that Atsushi Okubo clearly wanted to keep around in his story. So a bit of shonen friendship happens. You know the thing, you beat somebody up, they become your friend, right? Don't do that in real life. Nobody do that in real life. It's you don't make friends that way. That should be very clear. But here's the thing. She's a woman, and so for some reason she had to be treated differently. And she gets harem logicked. She has no chemistry with the main character whatsoever. None at all. All they've done is fight in this thing, and he's like maybe professed why he's part of the Fire Force a little bit. And like she has had a change of heart. But then in the cleanup of the fight that she's involved in, they're like, let's see, let's read this off here. Not bad. I just had an idea. Why don't Company 5 and Company 8 all have dinner together? This is the nun saying it. And then it's like, interesting, that's not a bad idea. Sometimes the stupidest plans are the most effective methods of deception. And then the main character a little later, just an extra panel later, goes, You're awfully cooperative, ma'am. And she's like, Meh. And she's like, well, I've fallen in love. Boom. And like, she's already a character that's mostly made up of her sex appeal. She's got like weird eyes. She's got big tits. She's a dominatrix. Like everyone who works under her has or most people who work under her have a sexual attraction and want to get stomped on by her. And like, none of that was at the level that bothered me. It was all like diegetic to the world and everything. And then suddenly it's like, we need to keep her in the story. This is Atsushi Okubo. I need to keep her in the story. So what am I going to do? I'm going to make her want the main character's dick. Why? Why could you not come up with any other fucking reason to keep this character? Why couldn't it be tied more to her emotional growth? The worst part is that it's set up. It's set up that she's having a change of heart. It's set up that she's starting to see the error of her ways. There's all these real-ass fucking reasons that are built up that are in the story you wrote. And you decide it would be fun to have her just immediately turn into a love interest right there. Like, this could be... If she turned into a love interest, it could be good. It could be good. It could be this thing where she slowly grows chemistry with the character. Or once they're not in an antagonist relationship, they realize they have a lot in common. There's so fucking much that could go into it that could make it good, but it doesn't. It just fucking doesn't. And as a result, Fire Force sucks. And I'm mad about it. And that's it. This is CarnyPop, signing off. Bye.